Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is Jehovah. Welcome to War of Rights. It's Sunday night, and we are hanging out with the boys from Hoods and the TNA. Oh, and my camera's going all wonky. Calm down, camera. Calm down. Calm it down. All right, so this is Hood Division's 1-year anniversary, and they're celebrating with an ass whooping. That's what they're saying anyway, and they're inviting their friends from the Yankees to fill the ranks to get that ass whooping. But you see there's not as many Union as there are Hood Division, man. These guys are in mass. You can see them. 18th Georgia. We know these guys. We've been here and we've filmed before. Thanks again to everyone here for letting me come in and film your fine event. It's going to be a great time. So there's the list of all the people. The Pennsylvania Army. I forget what A and V stands for. I'm not over here every week. I apologize. But I'm a dumbass, and we all know that to be true. Okay, so these guys don't necessarily wait for a time limit. I believe they're going to go ahead and get started. So let's go with them. See, here's the Illinois guys coming out this way. Now, this is a hard position to attack by the Confederates out of these woods because the sun is right in your eyes, and you'll get into a situation where you can't see through the smoke. So a lot of times what guys will do is come through these woods, and the Union will typically try to hold these logs right here. You can see the guys getting prepared for that. First cav. And then we got some boys in the woods as well. Already making a move this way. That's your 23rd New York. Watching the flank, and they got some men, so that's going to help them over here. Confederates are already here as well. You see it, 18th Georgia. There's Major Assassin. These boys are got a lot of men, so don't be surprised if they use the bayonet quite often.
You're not in formation.
We're gonna restart, guys. We're gonna restart.
Keep shooting, independent.
I think they said they're going to restart, so we'll see if this screws me up here.
So we're dressing.
All right, like that.
So awful spread out. There's a lot of different units to see. I'm not going to be able to see everything, but we'll do our very best. You can see we got 1st South Carolina over here, 10th Alabama, Army of Northern Virginia. It's got to be, right? I mean, they are 10th Alabama, 1st South Carolina. They're wearing Yankee blue.
Left face.
Alright, let's go. Ridiculous.
And they're charged with guarding this middle. This is a tender spot of the battlefield. And these points of contention on these battlefields, they tend to waver around a bit. It's hard to say exactly when you got it and when you don't. I've seen the Union capture that spawn point from where these guys are standing way back here. So we'll see if they've updated that. All right, we got Confederates on the move. Here they come. I knew it wouldn't be long. The bayonet is out. Here come the Hood boys. 5th Texas. See the Union flag laying in the dirt. We got Union coming in. We got a counterattack. Army of Northern Virginia. Slamming into Hoods, but there's a lot of Hoods here. We got a lot of Union coming too. Here they come. 10th Alabama, 1st South Carolina, 1st Tennessee. In amongst the rocks, but look at all the Confederates. Holy shit. 5th Texas in mass. The main line not even knowing about this Union incursion on their left flank. And looks like the Army of Northern Virginia sliced to pieces there on the sabers and bayonets of the Confederates.
Get on this line, boys. Get on the line.
A valiant charge.
Gentlemen, look to
Get
your
the
right.
flag.
There's a flag right there south. What are you doing standing like that?
All right. Enemy flag
Back
to
in
the
the rocks.
south.
Back in the rocks.
Back in the rocks, guys.
Make sure you got your loads. You got the loads. Get the flag up.
All right, we got Union up the hill here.
Yeah, 5 flags here.
23rd New York, 1st Minnesota, 1st Cav. We got a bunch of guys over here.
20
Taking pot shots into the Confederate line there in the rocks.
Fix bayonets.
Colonel Hayes.
One go. No rope. I'm ready.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Captain Waffles. Captain's in.
See those little bastards.
Wish we had
I want to
them
get
here,
shot.
man.
So shoot me.
So they'll exchange musket fire at a distance. Let's check out what our blue bellies on the wall are doing here. The Illinois,
Father, we're looking extra blue today.
as well as Jefferson Davis Cav.
With no hint of red. It was sus.
And they're just holding this side, waiting for a Confederate attack. Of course, we can see the flags. They cannot. So they don't know that the Confederates aren't really coming this way. Not yet. You can see the reinforcements sprinting in. We'll go with them. These are some of the palms. The sharpshooters. And even more Confederates coming this way. This might get into the avenue of the Illinois here. So they've taken the rocks now. 1st North Carolina.
These are farming kills.
These guys usually run big guns, but they don't have one to do it on in this map.
Drop them all.
So they'll use the musket, and they're going to do skirmish and fire into the Army of Northern Virginia here in 1st Cav. See the boys trying to move the guns back. It's a dangerous job. He's quite a target there.
Northwest.
And you see it did indeed get the attention of the Illinois. Some of the guys coming this way. And Confederates moving into the rocks. Sharpshooters looking for better cover. Maybe a better firing position as well. And you can see the Confederate push. And they're making their way onto the flank here. 18th Georgia, 5th Texas. Up, here come the Pennsylvania Army. Boy, this is suicide against this mass. Sergeant Guitar, Captain Ninja, Azimuth. But just too many Confederates here. Colonel Hayes, 1st Minnesota, getting stabbed to death by multiple Confederates. And you can see Hoods have just wiped them up. Well, they're so confident they named the server. And as you can see so far, Hood's division definitely handing out an ass whooping on their anniversary, 1 year. Congratulations, guys. Guys and gals of the Hood division, everybody. You do it every week, man. Becomes like a little family.
The Yep, go for those guys on the caissons and cannons. Those are easy kills. They're loose. Put down some fire, gentlemen. Kill them. Kill them all.
We know this guy right here.
Not so bad.
He's the one responsible for getting me in, so you can blame him if you don't like the coverage.
Make sure you guys are using your cover effectively.
Just kidding, of course.
We're heading east.
All right, well, nobody making any huge aggressive moves at this point. I think Hood's division, kind of like a cat playing with her food right now. Haven't seen any major sweeps. They've got so many men. It's going to be hard for the Union to handle them, especially if they're all spread out. You see some of the Hood's guys over here wearing Yankee blue. The Jefferson Davis Cavalry. There's just too many of them to fit on one team.
Be safe to hide behind explosives.
All right, we got some movement over here. Let's see what we got. There's your Pennsylvania Army, Captain Ninja. This is probably the biggest group on the Union side. We'll see if they can make anything happen against the Hoods. See Ninja drawing the boys over. A little bit of cover from the Confederate bullets streaming out of the woods.
Check the cannon man.
Cannon man. That's the front.
No, I don't shoot our artillery. You have your artillery guy.
We'll do it Cinematic Sunday.
Where's our flag? On your knees.
All right, well, you still see the flag, so the guys are still there, just exchanging volley fire at this point.
That piece of cover ain't taller than you.
So it's basically ticket tug of war at this point in the match. Guys trying to kill the opponent, ruin the morale of their enemy. Oh my God, talking about killing the opponent. Rip.
Their company taking aim left to
And you see it's working.
west.
Just realized I don't have my clock again. Yeah, I hope they get that fixed.
Are you kidding me?
That makes it hard, hard on me to call it this way because I can't see. But both sides are engaged. 28 minutes left in the match. All right, we've got a massive Union back here as well. And these guys are exchanging fire with the Hoods, keeping them in the woods back here. It's 1st Cav, 1st Minnesota. Colonel Hayes and the boys just doing their best to keep most of the Confederate Army occupied over here and away from the point of contention. Well, fun while it lasted. Here they go. Once they decide to move, they come in mass. 1st Tennessee, 5th Texas. But they seem to be spread out, and there are 2 Yankee camps, so we'll see how this goes. If the Yankees can catch these guys one at a time, they got a chance. All right, most of Hood's going this way. And we'll play this song again. First Sergeant Grumpy doing his best. But he's dead. All right. Well, can't be around them if they're playing copyrighted material. They held. The Union's still in control of this position. And you see the rest of the Union streaming into this point. They were able to do it. They were able to hold off a charge from Hoods. So that's the first time in this battle. The Union growing in confidence here. Let's see if they can do it. But you can see the bodies starting to pile up here. But you can tell the smoke is a real problem from the Confederate position.
I did.
All right. 18 Georgia and the artillery boys.
But now you stop fan.
Gentlemen, make sure that you are in formation.
That is a
Make
Union
sure you
Rainbow
are.
right there. Union Rainbow to the south.
Shoot it.
They want to make sure they die in formation so they don't lose so much morale.
Texas.
Oh, thank God Texas is back. This is the only safe spot.
There is no safe spot.
This is safe. No, this is not.
And you can see the smoke just staying in around the troops.
This is safe.
Nope.
Did Zombo die?
It's almost impossible to see.
No, you jinxed me so good.
I'm high.
He's dead now.
If you're, die, you're
Ramsey.
Ramsey,
what are you doing?
Barrel time.
I'm high.
Can I not be
Sort of. Speaking.
We have
Like
You're good.
Check.
Good check.
Just to the left of point there, they're coming in, boy.
Dimitri's
You heard them, they're coming.
Texas full southeast.
They're east.
Well, I don't have a compass, so I can't tell which way southeast is.
There's a strong
Yeah, you see ninjas, tags. That's the Pennsylvania Army.
Get back in line, let's go.
So not a massive attempt there. So we got a lot of Union this way. But they're still pretty far off. And they don't have to attack. They're on defense. And all's quiet out on the hill here. Still got some skirmishers out. That's the artillery guys here. Oh, there's Blondie. JD Cav.
We look like that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I saw I'm here. Yeah, friendly. He has a really shiny uniform, that's all.
See anything on the right there, Jaeger? Do you see anything on the right? Are they pushing up to us or they hold back there?
It's completely empty. They're not even.
So his intelligence is correct. The fields are empty. All the fighting is happening in the woods. And it's a game of muskets right now. You can see 21 minutes left in the match. Both sides engaged.
North by northeast. We got front.
Fire, gentlemen. He took the fire. They're in the rocks. Get to the rocks, guys.
Well, watch it forward, Cody.
What?
Yeah, followers and.
Those Nancy's haven't molested me.
Moving left. Whole force is moving east. Force is moving east.
No.
I like tunnels. Stay in formation.
Southeast. East, southeast.
East, southeast.
On top of the hill.
That is one bloody man right there.
Come on.
Been doing some bayonet work, this son.
Shoot, boys.
Well, you heard that. The Union now taking losses. Pretty standard. The attacking army has more morale, more tickets. It's about right on. If it were an even match, you would expect the defender to go into a lower morale first. So the Confederates doing their job, attacking this position. Put a lot of pressure on the Yankees. Let's see if they're able to respond. Holding their positions here in the rocks.
Already over there.
Possibly? I feel like they got red shirts on.
So we'll see how long these guys will wait before they make a full frontal attack here. We do have some Confederates moved up toward the field now. The Battery Boys, 1st North Carolina. Just reminding them that there is a point of contention. I don't know if they're playing for it or not. They sometimes do, they sometimes don't. Cody's in here somewhere, I hadn't seen him. Again, if you want to see a more first-person perspective, General Cody's in the game, so he'll be streaming, and he usually does first-person, so go check out his channel. If you want to see a different point of view, hell, switch back and forth. Why not? It's still a free country. All right. Sharpshooters. They've surrounded a Yankee band here, and this is probably Blondie's guys. Nope. Army in Northern Virginia. All right, they're going to try to get out of here. There's Blondie's boys. Nope. Oh yeah, and the 65th Illinois, so the Illinois are up here as well. So the Union on this side of the field all grouping up together. Smart. About the only way they're going to be able to do it. And you can hear the charge command. And the Palms are being charged out. Here they come. A lot of Yankees here. And they're running for it. Corporal History taking a look back. All right, and this has caused the artillery guys to come up this way. Well, the Confederates still engaged, so the Union kind of in a bit of trouble here, I would expect by now, for them to have evened that up. See the boys in the 1st Tennessee. Always a special place in my heart for Tennessee units, you guys know that. The state of my birth. Minutes left in the match. Just over. Are they going to make a move for the point of contention? Pennsylvania Army's about the only thing standing in their way at this point. Blondie's guys over there in the woods getting some attention as well. And you can see it's starting to get dark. It always does on South Mountain battlefields. But as a player, the immersion is really jacked up and goes into overdrive when it gets dark. It looks really cool in the game. You just can't see anything. But for filming, not so much.
People always say keep up the fire. They never say keep it down.
Well, no, we want big fire.
We didn't start the fire.
Want this whole field up in flames.
That's right. Don't shoot friendlies in front.
Thanks for that
It's
joke.
always
man.
overwhelmed and underwhelmed. No one's ever just whelmed.
It was, that joke was so bad it almost crashed my game.
It wasn't a joke.
Like my game froze after you said it.
All right, shoot these guys on top of the rocks down there, boys. They're standing up there. They easy target. Yep. Shoot their ownies.
There can only be one!
There can only be one here. We've got 'em. Oh, a lot of them. Oh, that's friendly.
Oh no.
Well, that guy's having a bad day.
We gonna win.
Load hole.
Load and hold, just in case we're gonna see.
Oh! Ninja going down right before our very eyes. And the Union finally getting a gun going. Schultz is doing it all by himself. No, he's got Reed here as well. But rocks are a great cover for cannonballs. And for the moment, Hood's division just happy to kind of hang out in the woods and exchange some volley fire. Major Assassin comes in there.
Sorry.
Oh! Artillery having an effect here. You saw the blood and gore.
That shot was 1 yard to the right. Whoop her ass.
So I don't know if these boys want to stay in this spot or not. All right, there it is. You hear the huzzah. Now the Confederates are taking losses. 12 minutes left in the match. And the Union quite outnumbered, as you can see here as well. But it's Hood's birthday, and they didn't ask for a fair fight. They asked for an ass whooping. So far, they're delivering. We got some stubborn Yankees out here. The AVN, or ANV, I'm sorry. 10th Alabama. Colonel Killer. But they're struggling. Oh, we see movement up here on the hill as well. Is this Pennsylvania Army? Nope. First Cav. No, I'm sorry. JD Cav. Oh, man. It's late. Yeah, and I apologize, guys. I can only do one battle tonight. Got early day tomorrow. But I do appreciate you having me, and this is a great time. Love seeing you boys, and if you're out there wanting to join a company, looking to get into the game, but you're tired of playing on pub servers, then reach out to these companies. Everyone is recruiting in War of Rights.
Check. No checks.
And that includes these boys here as well.
West.
Cool idea.
Is that behind? Is that friendly?
Company A, Northwest.
Thought the Northern Aggression had some Ohio units too.
Save me some of those
See 'em
riot
here
ships.
tonight.
Oh yeah.
All I have
All
All I have left is the stupid checks.
Load and hold.
You ever
Oh, load and hold.
you ever toasted in the oven before you eat 'em?
Here the guys just having weird conversations during a battle. It's pretty awesome.
Check.
Well, and still the Hoods has not moved. We've got 9 minutes left, almost 10 minutes left in the match, and they seem happy just to hide behind the rocks here and exchange volley fire. Or not even volley fire, but musket fire. If they are playing for the point of contention, at some point they are going to come out of these woods and go for that point. And the Pennsylvania Army is really the only unit in the Union that's going to be able to stop, or at least try. The other guys are going to have to come out of the woods. They're guarding their own set of rocks. And a little bit out of position if Hoods does decide to try to flush out the Pennsylvania Army here. But you can see they're getting up here with skirmishing fire as well. 1st Tennessee, 1st North Carolina Battery. They've worked their way right up to our line there. There's our boy.
You are in cover. Make sure you are in cover. Hard cover. Do not be in goddamn regular cover.
All right, you hear them.
Don't stop.
18th Georgia calling for the attack, and here they come. Pennsylvania Army. And all of the Confederates racing out of the woods. That's what we've been waiting for. 5th Texas, 18th Georgia, getting them in a slight pincer and just annihilating the Pennsylvania Army. And their cover, their friends, have to come all the way out of the woods and are kind of out of position like we were talking about. We'll see if they're able to do anything. Wow, direct hit with a cannonball there.
Brace west, right here. Let's go, brace west.
And the Confederates are now using the cover.
I know, I don't know why.
And you can hear it. The Union is now breaking. If the Confederates take this point of contention now, it's over. They've timed it exactly perfect. They hit the point of contention right before the Union went breaking. Now, if they take the point of contention, they'll win this game. These guys know exactly what they're doing, and they did it perfect. Textbook attack by Hood's division. And you can see those guys that were in the woods a little bit out of position. Now they're on the defense again. But the frustrating thing for Hoods is that point of contention, you can cap it from way back there. You can see the boys trying to move up now. I can't see the bar, so I can't tell who's doing what. But as long as the Union are back here in this area, the Confederates won't be able to take the point. I don't think, unless they've changed that. So they're going to have to make a move to flush them out if they want to clear that point of contention. And they're now slightly exposed here to Union fire, and we've got some. For South Carolina's up here.
Friendly now, in front of us. North.
They're doing their best. That's a lot of Confederates. So you see the battery has moved up to take position. 5th Texas is also here. 18th Georgia is still here as well. They want that point of contention, and the Union's going to give it to them, it looks like. Yeah, but here they come. We got Pennsylvania Army coming down the hill. There's only 4 or 5 of them. There's only 4 of them now. But this kind of move right here, I've seen in the past where it will actually stop the point of contention from being taken. They call it capping the point. And that's what they're trying to do right here. I can't tell if they're doing it or not. 5.5 minutes left. With the Union breaking, Confederates have a dominant position in this battle. Now what the hell, it's Cinematic Sunday, right? Let's go on in and get some pictures. And all of you guys are welcome to use any of this footage in any of your videos. So you want to use it, just reach out to you. I'll send you a file. Or just grab it off the YouTube page.
Everything's great.
We all grow together, my friends. We all grow together. Well, Squatch and King Bobby and Fret, they're the only guys alive here.
All my friends I want to join.
Pennsylvania Army now shooting into their previous position. Gotta talk about all these Confederates getting into this one place at the right time. Are they capping the point? I do not know. 4 minutes left in the match. And the Union is kind of backed off into the woods for cover. I guess they feel like they're going to still be able to kill Confederates from this distance. Certainly can. The rifles will do it. But there's a lot of stuff in the way. Lieutenant Colonel Hazard and the 1st Tennessee. Oh my God. Union came straight up in the face of the Confederates. That was not a smart move. We saw him get murdered from across the way. Well, less than 3 minutes left in the match, and we got Hood's guys walking away from the point. They haven't capped, I don't believe, or this thing would be over. So it looks like they're backing off. They're just going to play it to the clock, it looks like. Maybe they got the cap point turned off. I don't know. Sometimes they do that.
We've been alive.
So the Confederates getting tired of getting picked off there in the open field. Have retreated back into the woods now and into the rocks and their previous positions, and they'll exchange more fire with the Union. But the Confederates up on tickets, and it's going to be a last stand for the Union before long. See the Cav and the Illinois over here. So many men, it's hard to share cover.
Why am I not? Keep fighting.
All right, you heard the charge. Let's go with them. Charge!
Action underway.
And we charge into the Union line. And this is it. Mayhem in the rocks. Who's going to pull out the victory? I think it's pretty obvious. The Confederates are really doing a lot of damage here. But you hear the huzzah. Both sides now breaking, but only 3 seconds left in the match. And this one's going to be over. Let's see who they give it to. They gave it to the Union. Congratulations to the Union for winning that match. Why are they all holding their heads? All right, we'll listen to the history portion here.
Colonel George B. Anderson's brigade had arrived late in the day, after several hours of marching in conflicting orders until they reached the wooded mountains to the south of Fox's Gap. Anderson's brigade was able to approach the flank of the 9th New Hampshire and almost capture the practically undefended Clark's Battery, but his scouts missed the approach of Fairchild's brigade of New Yorkers. So when the 2nd, 4th, and 13th North Carolina regiments advanced to take the Union guns for themselves, they were met by a devastating volley by both the 9th and 89th New York, as well as double canisters sent by Clark's Battery. Anderson's command could only scamper back up the hill in defeat as they left their dead and wounded lying on the mountainside. The 9th Corps continued to consolidate their position and control over Fox's Gap after having routed Garland, Drayton, and Anderson's brigades. The commander of the 9th Corps, General Jesse Reno, had been born originally in Wheeling, Virginia, and grew to be a military man in the same West Point class as many prominent Civil War figures, including Stonewall Jackson, George McClellan, George Pickett, and A.P. Hill. Reno had rode up to the Gap to check on his troops and congratulate them on a hard-fought victory, as well as to scout for the enemy positions. As he rode upon his horse, He spotted movement in the trees to the north of Wise's cabin on the other side of several open fields and ordered the dual 51st Regiments of New Yorkers and Pennsylvanians to investigate before the fire of muskets lit up the scene.
All right, well, if you like that, hit the like button. Consider subscribing. We do this every week on Twitch on Saturdays. Sometimes we'll do these on Sundays as well. If you like the Sunday event, you got to let me know about it. Make sure to comment on the YouTube page, and follow us here on Twitch. Subscribe if you got the cash. Every penny I make goes right back into the channel. We all grow together. Hope everybody had a great time tonight. And until next time, my name is Jehovah, and I will catch you later. Goodbye.